go. Now it's priority 6, so they'll get it done. I don't want to turn this bottle emptier on yet. So we're getting oxygen pumped to the center of the base. We don't have techs to... Like, we need air tiles so that we can get air into our barracks areas better. But for now, the oxygen is okay. I would label it as okay. It's not great. Long term, we want better. But it's not terrible. Do we want to deal with some of this carbon dioxide? I can make those terrariums. But they do... Terrariums, unfortunately, use like a decent amount of water. They'll take carbon dioxide out of the air and spit a little bit of oxygen back out, but they also use water in the process. And water, if you haven't played this game, is a commodity you can easily burn through. Rayless says your organization is real smart. That's just after many iterations of doing things in really kind of bad manners. I appreciate the comment. It's but it's taken many iterations of me playing through the beginning part of this to try to get something that kind of works better long term. It used to be I'd just address problem after problem after problem and end up with something that was really hard to update and everything like that. Rayless, you can copy my work all you want. If I help you be a better player, then that's that is a benefit all its own. Like, I think my early game stuff is a lot better now than it used to be. Late game, I'm still not the greatest. I still have some problems there. Not that I'm the greatest early game either. I just I'm getting better at early game. Yeah, keeping your grid kind of sorted out is definitely an important thing. And I used to use less manual generators than I do now, and I'd switch to coal and stuff faster. But these days, I kind of keep it low tech as long as I can until I can get a really good setup going, which is what I'm trying to build down here. Actually, I want to get this area cleared out and turned into my polluted water area. But it's going to take a little bit because we need to get this water pumped out of here and all of that. So for now, we're gonna leave this area going as is. I might dig down further below it. Let's see. We could potentially go down underneath. Hopefully that... What is this? This is granite, so it should hold up fine. Some materials will fall out or be problematic in other manners if you dig underneath it when there's water there, because some of them will leak, some of them will just break. Musicit asks, can you convert polluted water into non-polluted water? Yes, you can with a... What do we have here? Under distillation, this tech down here, we have a water sieve, which produces clean water from polluted water using sand, and also produces polluted dirt. The thing that this thing does not do is make the water not germy, which is something I learned a long time ago when I tried to dump like my shower and bathroom setup back into the clean water. And then that clean water was used to make food and stuff, and all my people got food poisoning, and it was just it was a rough, terrible time for my people. So, yes, you can turn polluted water into clean water, but you have to be careful with it. That is the moral of the story there. Nobody wants dookie in their food. That's true, but that's what the polluted to clean thing happens. The problem is the clean water didn't get rid of all the germs. KMK777 says if you heat polluted water to 212 Fahrenheit, it will turn to fresh water. Oh, really? Like, you could just go directly from polluted to fresh with heat? I was unaware of that. I knew you could heat the germy water to kill the germs. Can you convert water with germs and water without? You can get rid of germs in water by heating it up. There may be other ways. You might be able to use chlorine, or you might be able to like submerge the area in chlorine gas or something like that, but I'm not positive on if that works. Oh no. Cancel that. Cancel this. I don't know why there was a mop order right there. So here we've got, this will be the top layer of our natural gas. This will be another layer of generating natural gas, another layer of natural gas. This will be the generators down here. And then we'll need another layer for the water itself to go. So let's see. So down, all the way down here, this will actually be the bottom of the reservoir. We'll use ladders, not right there. We'll dig all this out. Dig. We should have dug over here too. We'll make our ladders extend all the way down. And let's see. It's working. It's gonna take a while. I could maybe make this go faster with another pump, but I don't have enough. It takes basically one person running pretty much full time to keep this pump going. So I don't really have the manpower to pump faster than this. That's fine. We're taking our time, but we're doing it. Let me make sure to prioritize these doors and wall sections so that we get our bonus for sleeping in a proper barracks. I guess we need to prioritize making the roof there too, because that's not going to work. So prioritize this at a 6. And this one will be fine over here because it is closed in. So, are we missing anything right now? I think we're doing okay. Oxygen generation could be a little better, but right now we're just running 2 algae deoxidizers. If we wanted to improve it at all, I would maybe consider tossing a algae terrarium down here just to get rid of some of the carbon dioxide and create a little oxygen. But like I said, that uses water that I really am not keen on wasting at this point. We do have another person available to us, so let's take a look at that. Loud sleeper, you're out of there immediately. You're not even, we don't even think about you. Bert, irritable bowel. No, thank you. Meep, cannot dig, but you have pretty good stats otherwise. Meep, I think you might be joining us. With your huge strength bonus and your tinkering skill and your immunity, you can be good at carrying things around, but you can't dig anywhere, which is unfortunate. This is going to be Music Kit 1. Welcome aboard, sir. You are contestant number 6 on Colony Alden. The Alden colony. And here, let's make your bed. I don't want you to go a night without a bed. We've had it happen in the past, but today we're under control. No research task selected. This was a mistake of mine. I want to get pressure management, which is going to let us make those airflow tiles I was talking about. But we're going to need to build the supercomputer to support that. We're going to go put it up next to the other thing, the other research station. We're going to connect that. Let's prioritize this at a 6 just to get it started faster. Music Kit, you started with a lower immune system for some reason, but I think it's improving. Oh yeah, we need to prioritize getting your guys' area cleaned up here. So let's sweep your room to make you guys a little happier in the time being. Man, this pump has got a lot of water to pump out. This is going to take some time. That's okay. We still got a lot of stuff we can dig out in the time being. Okay, I want to seal this off because it's going to be... At least for the time being, I wanted to seal that side off because there's a lot of algae over here. I just want to block that off from my colony as much as possible. So let's prioritize. I want to just dig down here first. So let's clear this out. This path on the way here. We've got research going, but I didn't switch off anybody from here. So let's clear this off and make sure that only DVO should be doing research right now. He's the best at it. Maybe we'll let one other person do it, even though they're bad at it. Let's go back to jobs. So DVO and roll to crit, both of you can work on it. That's fine. Your learning is only 1 roll to crit, but you know, it'll get better as you research. You'll learn. You'll learn. I have faith in you. But we only want Smoke Char doing art. We don't want bad art being created. With research, you know, it just means it takes a little while. With art, it actually has an impact. Just like real life says roll to crit. So you dig an ooze without caring about it. I actually am caring about it. I'm probably going to make a spot to dump it. I do worry about it a lot, Rayless. But I need to make a spot for it, which maybe I'll do it right over here. What I like to do is make a... I don't have the... I don't have the tech for it yet. We're researching it. I thought it was dangerous and always wait to have good health technology. It is definitely dangerous, but you need to be... You can go into it if you're careful. But you're right. It is dangerous. There's no doubt about that. But if you're careful about it, you can kind of... You can kind of make it work. You just need to be considerate of the fact that it can kill your people. If you let it get out of control. So like you see here, I'm like blocking off slime in places. I am working on that, but now that I'm digging up slime, I'm gonna create a little storage compactor area somewhere to drop slime. I might just dump it over here. That was not where I wanted to drop this at all. So what I'm thinking about doing here is gating this off with a manual airlock, which I don't have accessible yet. But just having a little spot out here. That we'll open this up and put a manual airlock there. And so we'll have people drop the slime off over here. And it'll at least be more contained. It won't be pumping out constant polluted oxygen into our base. And then I'd prefer to drop it out into a place that has like chlorine. There is this. I could maybe... Here, let's not make it here. Let's do it over here. So... how do we want to approach this? Alright, so we'll make it go from here. And this stuff, this bleach stone will actually pump out chlorine. I think that the chlorine will suppress the polluted air that's generated. Or kill... It'll at least... I think it'll at least kill the germs. So, the dangerous thing about the slime lung is just the germs getting into your lungs. And so if you can kill most of the germs, then it's not as dangerous. So I think I'm gonna make a little... Do I want to make an... I'll make a weird little airlock thing over here. Or water lock. So we're gonna have a room up here. You walk in. That's not right. Hold on. That's not the shape it needs to be. It needs to be... like this. As long as we fill this up with water in the way. So, let's see here. Let's prioritize this part. We need to dig up, let's see. Dig that up. We will put a bottle emptier up here. On this spot. And let's see, we'll dig. We need this ladder to go up here. Clear this along the way while you're going. So, we're going to dump water into this to create a seal from here across. That's going to keep the chlorine gas over there. Our gas is over here. And we're going to use this area as a place to put some storage containers. And we will just fill these with slime or something like that. And it should, I think these things, bleach stone generates chlorine gas, which is useful as a hygienic process. So yeah, something like this is gonna be useful. Oh, you haven't seen the water lock? It's definitely a trick you'll want to pick up. 4 doors and a siphon is a power-intensive way of doing it, and that's how I originally did airlocks and stuff like that. But these days you can just do this. The problem with the way I'm doing it is, well, first of all, it takes a while to get set up. because you have to get water in there. And because I can't break this thing without the gas starting to get through, I would normally build 2 bottle emptiers here, 1 on each side, and use those to empty a bunch of water into here, but I can only do it with 1 right now, so it's going to take a little while to get this thing set up. Meanwhile, we're getting polluted oxygen in here, and it's actually going to be pretty dangerous for us. So I'm actually going to rush decontamination. We did finish our airflow tile tech. So let's make some gold airflow tiles in here. Eventually, you guys will make those. And I was going to use a door there, but I don't actually need to put a manual airlock there with the way I'm setting it up. I guess I could if I wanted to try to do this faster. So I could put this manual airlock here and then actually do what I was talking about with the 2 bottle emptiers. There's going to be a period where a little bit of chlorine gas can end up in our base, but it's not the end of the world. I used to be more concerned about it than I am now. Right now, for the sake of quickness, I just want to get this thing going. And I actually will just prioritize the whole thing so that I can move the slime into there immediately. And you can also, hey Rayless, you can also do similar things with chlorine gas to kind of protect your food. It'll help your food stay better longer, I believe. If you store like your food stuff in any non-oxygen gas, pretty much. I think you could do carbon dioxide or chlorine or whatever. What do we have here as far as people go? Left one I'm not too happy with. Middle one I'm not too happy with either. For one on the right, I'm definitely not. So left and right, I don't want bottomless stomach. So it really is whether I want somebody who has a worse immune system. And I think the answer is no. I think we're going to reject these guys too. That's how this thing is going. Oh yeah, we have 6 people anyway. I don't really want any more, so let's just disable this for now. I don't even want to think about it. So we just turned off our printing pod because we're at 6 people, and that's kind of where I want to keep the colony for now. I don't want to be tricked into picking up another person. Yeah, we only have 1 toilet right now. For the most part, that works out. Sometimes I'll build a second faster than I have. I want to try to get this built, and then I want to try to build actual bathrooms. Where I'll just put 2... I'm not too afraid of it. Because I prioritize the outhouse at 9. And the way I build my place, they probably won't pee in my thing, but they did make a mess. You made an aptly timed comment about the bathroom. But you see, the way I structure this thing, unless he was on this floor for some reason, he's not going to pee in my water supply. And they don't usually go to this floor very often, and that's why I put the oxygen generation in the middle, so if he happened to freak out over here and make a mess, it's not likely to actually make it to either side. So that's kind of why I make the decisions I make at this point. Like, for the most part, there's very little risk of getting polluted water into my clean water supply. Even when people are making messes. Oh yeah, we need to make this auto bottle. And I want to priority 7 this. I want people to be bringing water into here. So dump your water in there. And also, guys, continue to clean this out and get this thing set up, please. Oh, shoot. You need to... You guys. You're messing up my whole plan here. You actually have to make sure the water can be contained in this thing. There you go. It's okay. We made some mistakes along the way. But can we prioritize this a little faster? Alright guys, this is now priority 7 for you guys to do this. I've upped your priorities. Go deal with this little section. So this takes water, and this will also be priority 7. I need it to bridge the gap to the center. Nice job, guys. Get this thing built up. You're doing it. You guys are doing it. Okay. So here we want this to be... What is this? Organic? You can put polluted dirt and you can put slime up here, guys. And we're going to put this... These things are going to be priority 7. I want you to make sure that you guys are getting these materials up there. So once these things are priority 7, when they start building the things, they will frequently be depositing the nasty slime up here. The polluted dirt, I don't actually need them to take up here. I might turn that off, but for now I'll leave it. Copy your settings over to these. Alright, finish building this, please. No, why did you guys do this to yourselves? No! You guys are causing all sorts of problems for yourselves. Okay. Chlorine gas is out here. Bleach stone is emitting this chlorine. And now he's depositing the slime in here. So we should be cleaning up some of the slime. We're working towards being able to take our polluted oxygen and clean it up too. We're working on that in the tech tree right now. So as far as that goes, once we're there, we'll be a little happier with how things are going. We've managed to pump out maybe a third of this water, maybe a half. It's hard to tell. But we're actually filling this area up pretty quickly. That's good news. If some of this ends up... I'd prefer to get all of it cleaned up, but I don't know how much more of this we can fit in there. We don't necessarily need to get every last drop of it, but I'm trying. I would appreciate it if it were to go that way. Alright, let's clear out this side as well. Clear out this row. What's our priority on our planter boxes? It's a 5. Let's make sure that planter boxes are prioritized pretty highly. Because I don't want to waste potential food there. This is all of our food for our colony, so I want to make sure that they're prioritizing harvesting it in time.